From LALATE News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
It's a big morning of Mornings LALATE, direct and live from Santa Monica, California, with your fourth stimulus check update of 2021. In this recording, we'll go over that monthly stimulus check that the Democrats are likely to give you and why the Democrats are likely to give you more months of checks. Then we cut to the recon. Done deal. $3.5 trillion of checks are now confirmed, guaranteed, signed, sealed, and delivered and coming to you in the biggest payout we've ever seen in the history of this channel. I'll go over what this recon means for you in the second half of this video. Then we cut to the incredible great news as Bernie Sanders speaks out today about the recon. And Chuck Schumer praised him, and even Mitch McConnell talks about the incredible achievement of passing a $3.5 trillion recon, the biggest of a generation, and as Bernie Sanders calls transformative. We'll go over this transformative money that will pay you money for many years to come. There's a lot of money in here, and it's all incredible great news as we go into a big morning. As the toast is toasting, the butter is buttering. I'm here, you're here, and the $3.5 trillion is here as well. Everybody, it's a beautiful day here live by the coast in Santa Monica, California. The weather is beautiful and the money is beautiful as $3.5 trillion of checks are coming to the American people under the fourth stimulus recon. Done deal, signed, and sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks are coming to the American people. I'll go over those checks in the second half of this video. I'll go over why this is transformative, to quote Bernie Sanders in new comments today. Money that will be paying and changing people's lifetimes for a generation. The single biggest payout we've ever seen in the history of this channel. I have those details and more. And then what's next with Recon Substantive. We'll also have breaking details about what the president did and what you should be ready for as we go into a big day. And meantime, the talk of the country, the LALATE alerts. Now, absolutely incredible. If you haven't signed up, go to news.la.com/alerts. The first and only news alert of its system in the country. And they're staying and they're being loved, even as the YouTube alerts were restored yesterday for members. And this is LALATE, America's only 24-hour day, 7 days a week. Financial news channel in America, live in the morning like right now and taped in the afternoons. Coming up next is Mornings Crypto, live on air at 9:45 a.m., then noontime, which will be replayed, and then afternoons LALATE at 1 and 3. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP to get all that big sums of money that is available right now. The link to become a member, Purple Hawk, is underneath the video. Let's cut right to that monthly stimulus check and what the Democrats are saying again about how much, how frequently, and how it's needed. Warren, Sanders, and Wyden all speaking out in a massive letter to the president, saying there must be a fourth stimulus check and it must be monthly, but they do not state the amount. Then we have AOC and Omar on the House side, writing the president saying we need a monthly stimulus check, $2,000 a month in the fourth stimulus package. We have the House Ways and Means Committee, which actually writes stimulus, writing the president a letter saying there needs to be a monthly fourth stimulus check, again monthly, but without an amount. And they say fifth stimulus as well. We have the American Petition, which is now close to 4 million signatures of American citizens, asking a $2,000 monthly stimulus check. And then certainly the one that everyone is talking about is the House bill, which is pandemic plus 1 year, which would be a monthly stimulus check of $1,000 after the first month of 2000. How does that compare for this, the House versus Senate? Vote right now. If you're on the live chat, vote House or Senate. House or Senate. Tell me where you're tuning in from and how's the weather, because the House bill would be at least 12 checks and at least $13,000. Who gets his fourth stimulus check? You do. Democrats represent that. If you got a third stimulus check, you would get a fourth. Single individual, $75,000 or less, you get it. Democrats represent that if you're a married couple, $150,000 or less, they would be giving you a fourth stimulus check. Double it. Family of four, Democrats represent, you would get a fourth stimulus check, quadruple it. And the fourth stimulus check is also coming to people on benefits, SSI, SSDI, Social Security Railroad benefits. The fourth stimulus check is not income, it's not taxable. And the fourth stimulus check will be the same amount for adult dependents and everyone else. And finally, if you went to the casino last night and you saw the check stumbling out after a night of too many $12 ice creams from Nancy Pelosi, the check may have seen double. So if you walked up to the check and waved at the check, it's not a waivable check. Then check said, hey, LALATE, I see two of you. That's fine, Mr. Check, so long as I see you reoccurring. In the second half of this video, we go over the incredible great news about the recon. Done. Deal. Signed, sealed, and delivered. $3.5 trillion of checks are coming to you in the American fourth stimulus recon. Biggest payout we've ever seen in the history of this channel. And then we go to the incredible comments from Bernie Sanders today, breaking minutes ago, calling this a transformative event for the American people. I told you, it's a great day. It's a great week as the incredible achievement of $3.5 trillion of checks coming to the American people under the fourth stimulus recon. But first, get a pen and paper ready because it's time to get some money for rent, utilities, food, internet, and mortgage assistance as well. If you've had a success story, send it to me on private message at Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at LALATE. And I have new ones you're hearing for the very first time starting right now. These came in overnight. Chenan says, I told my friend about LALATE, and she went on, and she is now addicted to watching your shows. More addictive to me than $12 ice cream? I appreciate that. My friend received, are you ready for these numbers? Listen to these numbers. $9,000 for rent, $5,000 for utilities, and $500 a month for SNAP. Thank you, LALATE, you rock. Can you do the math on that? $9,000, $5,000, and $500 a month for SNAP is $6,000 a year. That is that's almost $20,000 from that friend. That's a nice friend. Should take you out for Shanann. She should take you out for lunch. You got her $21,000 for watching this channel. Then Dawn, words of encouragement. I finally received my advanced EIDL because of you, $15,000. Couldn't be more ecstatic. Thank you for all your help. Wow. First viewer, 21,000. Second viewer, 15,000. It's a good day. We're just getting started here. Mary got $6,400 for 8 months of rent. Congratulations, Mary. Joanne says, I want to thank you and Crayola King. He got me $9,500 of SNAP, went back, and I got myself $400 towards electric and $600 for rent. Thank you for all you do for us. And thank you, Crayola, and thank you, Joanne. You got one, and you were not happy with one. You got two more. I love that. True Purple Power Spirit. And then Beccan and Crayola together got $2,400 for rent. Wow. Incredible, great news. It's just these numbers that are coming in, and you see the numbers are growing every single day. We had Johnny yesterday. He got $10,000 plus $1,800 plus $9,000 plus $21,000. Can you do the math on that? That is $21, $30, $45,000 yesterday. One person. Yeah, you see what's going on. And so get a pen and paper ready right now. We can get some money for you. We can get some rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and homeowners assistance. We're going to start with that rent. And boy, viewers are getting a lot more money for rent than we ever saw. Let's see the details. Bam. Wow. Elizabeth Purplehawk getting $27,000 for rent. Mark, not $25,000. Nancy, $24,000. Richard, $22,000. And Nisi, $20,000. I'm happy Nisi feels better, and also you saw the viewers yesterday, 2 days ago, like Robert, who got $18,000 for SNAP, $18,000 for rent, $16,000 for SNAP, and $7,000 for utilities. So he is approaching almost $40,000 as well as one person. And again, he's showing us people are getting over around $20,000 for rent. Utilities, wow, look at these numbers. $7,000 for Nancy, $6,500 for Mark, and Angela, $65,000. And Robert got $7,000 for utilities. So again, you're seeing the numbers go up higher. Each week, the numbers are going up higher. Even sometimes day to day, the numbers are growing. For SNAP, how much are people getting? Oh my goodness, Louis, $18,000 for SNAP. John, $10,000 to $12,000. Nancy, $5,000, and we had Johnny just a few seconds ago. I think he got $19,000 for SNAP. And there's Nancy with 3 items. Oh my goodness. Who got to the Triple Crown with Nancy? Let's see the Triple Crown rent, utilities, and SNAP. Bam. Whoa. Nancy getting $32,000 for this channel. Nisi, $23,000 for 3 items. And Mark getting $32,000 for 2 items. 2 items. That was a graphic about 3 items. Mark, how did you get on my graphic about 3 items when you got 2? I'll tell you what happened. Mark got 2 items at $32,000. And for 5 days on camera, I said to Mark, go get Snap because it's a Snap to get. It's very easy. And that'll get you your 3rd item. And I love Mark's story for 3 reasons. Number 1, within less than 5 days, Mark got Snap. That's a true Purple Power spirit. Number 2, he told his friend, just like our opening person, Shanann, told her friend about me. Mark told his friend, and within 5 days, the friend got $20,000 of rent. Shanann, the new viewer today, told her friend, and her friend got $40,000 for this channel in just a few days. Boy. So the 3rd part of Mark's story that I love is how much he got for Snap. Are you ready? Bam, $19,000 for Snap gotten by Mark, bringing his grand total to $50,500. And this is what we do, and we don't stop there because let me introduce you to Lorraine, who got over $100,000. The numbers are not stopping, and this is what we do because this is LA. We've been doing this since day 1. In spring of last year, people had applied for the EIDL loan and EIDL grant, and their applications were not getting approved. They were stuck in what I called vortex, the 330, the 331, the 48 vortex. And on air and off camera, I did their applications and got them approved week in, week out, doing 10 applications of approval a day at $150,000 a pop, getting $25 million of EIDL loans approved for viewers of this channel, saving their homes, their employees' homes, and their businesses. But then in fall, second stimulus was not coming. It was not coming. It was the holidays. It was December. You needed money. So I got viewers $250,000 for rent. And Tyrone and his family of 4 got rent from December to the spring. But now you, Purple Hawks, are pouncing like I've never seen before. You see what's going on is that the numbers are going higher. Every day the numbers keep on creeping up higher because you're learning from the videos and getting more money. And you see how people are telling their neighbors and say, watch this kid. People are getting big sums of money for this kid. So get a pen and paper ready because today is your day. I'm going to show you the following things, but first here are some introductory remarks. Number 1, we can get some rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and homeowners assistance, but I'm going to show you 6 places to reach out to. If the first one says no, don't stop because they have different eligibility. They also have their own pots of money. Number 2, what I want you to understand is that every state has the same amount of money dedicated to them from the federal government based upon the number of citizens. So every state has money. Number 3, listen to the keywords I say in this video because people say it really helps them get approved. Number 4, keep on pushing. Number 5, do not insert disqualification ideas in your brain because they're not true. Like they don't give money to people with surfboards. Not true. All right, here you go. You're going to reach out to 6 places. Here you go. City Hall, City Housing Authority. County Hall, County Housing Authority. State Hall, State Housing Authority. Those 6 places. And the keywords you're going to say are rent assistance because of COVID. Rent or mortgage or utility assistance because of COVID. That's all you say. You don't say words they don't know like stimulus or Mitch a teeny. Mitch a who? Sir, what did you say? I said Mitchatini. Sir, you reached the wrong number. Thank you. And there you go. Congratulations, Tim and Linda, who got this wonderful pot of money for rent. If you got as well, post it in the live chat. The next pot of the money is the money for Snap. Yes, Louis got $18,000 for this. Mark got $19,000. Johnny, just 2 days ago, got about upwards of $20,000. Shanann's friend got it, and it's incredible. Lynn Glenn got it for herself, her son, and a mom, and Gail got it as well. What is Snap? It is money for food. And guess what? We love food. So go get it. Eligibility is easier than a stimulus check. It's a Snap. And where do you get it? From Department of Agriculture. Reach out to them and get it. And guess what? You heard the wonderful news on this channel. Last Monday, I broke it, breaking news on this channel when it happened. Department of Agriculture announced that effective this October, everyone's SNAP benefits, nationwide will be going up an average of 25% automatically lifetime. Yes. And Mark will be going from $19,000 to $25,000 lifetime. Oh my goodness. If you've had a success story for Snap, post in the live chat right now. And the next bottle money coming back to you is the money coming back from your state due to overpayment of unemployment benefits and a computer error. The federal government has ordered that money returned to you and told the states to upgrade their computer systems because guess what? The states are running Windows 10. Not Windows 10, Windows 1910. The one when the computer was made out of wood. They think they're sophisticated because the previous computer they had was made out of stone. So reach out to your state and get that money. One viewer got $3,000, another viewer got $5,000. It's coming by direct deposit. Finally, that refund check coming back from IRS for the payment you paid on taxes of the unemployment benefits. The average payment was supposed to be about $1,200. Mark got $1,400, but one viewer over the weekend got $2,000. Margaret got it, Cod got it, Michael got it. More about that in a second. But first, here's a personal message from me to you. I launched this channel in April last year, just a little bit over a year ago, to help you get these big sums of money. And I launched this channel to help you. And now you're helping other people. When you post your success stories in the live chat, you help other people understand there's a lot of money in there for them. So post your success stories in the live chat because one, you inspire people. A lot of people just need inspiration to pick up the phone. And now they realize they need to pick up the phone. People telling their neighbors, whether it's Shanann or Mark telling his neighbor, pick up the phone and call. Number two, people realize that the sums of money are getting bigger by the day. Number three, a lot of people never heard of Snap until they found this channel. And Larry Maui never heard of it. He's getting $500 monthly, a lifetime, because of my recordings. Nisi and Art Sullivan, wonderful, kind viewers, got 3 items for this channel. Now viewers are being inspired to get 3 items. And in fact, in the case of Johnny, getting 4 items. And finally, we're realizing the numbers are getting bigger and bolder than ever before. So pick up the phone and call. And there you go. More about that unemployment benefits now. Where's it landing? Direct deposit, otherwise in the mail. Can you track it? Yeah, go to iris.gov and do a transcript search. And 70% of the time it will work. It'll reveal the tax return you filed and the taxes you paid. And then it'll reveal the refund check you're getting back 70% of the time. Plus stuff you wish you'd never seen. It'll reveal stuff like the ingredient list to the Michatini. Really? I don't put lobster sauce on my ice cream. Thank you. Can we top that? Yes. As we go into the second part of your Four Stimulus Check Update 2021, starting right now, deal done. $3.5 trillion of checks are coming to the American people. Done, deal, sealed, and signed and delivered. The recon procedural passed on Tuesday, as I had been reporting over the last 2 weeks. Going into the last 2 weeks, I said it was going to pass. I said deal done before it was done deal because they had agreed upon the price tag of $3.5 trillion and agreed to do this among the Democratic House members and senators over the last few weeks before they started the recon with the president. And so when they called the vote on Tuesday, it was merely a ceremonial vote. What does this mean for you? Number one, there will be a recon. Number two, it will be $3.5 trillion. Of that $3.5 trillion, nearly all of it is checks for you. Number four, that recon is a done deal. So the only thing left in that recon to decide is how a particular committee that is given, for example, $10, is to spend the money on you. First, second, and third stimulus recon, this small, and mostly for corporations. This one, this big, and all for you. Done, deal, signed, sealed, and delivered. And more about the checks in that recon in the third part of this video. Stay to the very final 15 minutes. It's coming up. How do we get to this wonderful spot? We got to this wonderful spot by taking roads and bridges out of the recon and putting it into the bipartisan. A conservative publication confirms my reporting. The higher the price tag was on the recon before, the harder it was to pass. But by allowing the Democrats to take out some of the spending from the recon, roads and bridges, and putting it into the bipartisan, the overall price tag of the recon got smaller. In other words, the bipartisan deal made the recon passable. We started the process with me telling you the recon was going to pass because the recon's price tag was agreed upon and the agreement to do a recon was agreed upon before they started the whole voting process. And they wanted a big enough bold number, and they got it, $3.5 trillion. That's why Representative Richie Torres, a Democrat out of New York, and Representative Ilhan Omar, a Democrat out of Minnesota, both progressives, had said before the agreement on the price tag, we need a large enough recon, and we need a recon that goes as far as we want it. And when they got that agreed upon price tag of $3.5 trillion, it was a done deal. That is why the president then had said to the Democrat progressives, protect my recon, because I want that to pass. I want all that money going out to the American people. Schatz said the White House told him that the White House considers the progressive priorities in the recon the White House's priorities. Now, let's go over recon and bipartisan, and let's go over recon procedural versus recon substantive. Now that recon procedural is done, what does this mean for us and all that incredible massive sums of money? Let's go over the two-path process starting right now. We have two paths we have to do. Number one is recon, and number two is bipartisan. The first path concerns your money. Only you. Recon, also called reconciliation, also called the budget bill, price tag $3.5 trillion, also called the Democratic spending plan, the progressive welfare social reform plan, all checks for you. Bipartisan, not your money, also called infrastructure, price tag $1.5 trillion. Now that we had three bills to do, but you can cross the first one off the list. Done deal. Recon procedure we had to do, it's done. As of Tuesday, finished. Now on to two left, recon substantive and bipartisan. So what's the difference between recon procedural and recon substantive? Recon procedural asks a very simple question. Do you agree to do a recon? I do. And will it be $3.5 trillion? It will. And will committees be given $10, $20, $30? They will. So we have already now etched into history that there will be a recon sending out to the American people $3.5 trillion of checks. The only thing left is the terms and conditions of that payments. How are the committees supposed to spend the money? With a committee given $10, how is that committee to spend the money on the American people? And that is what recon substantive is. How do we get to this wonderful spot? From Jalapal, who recently wrote Schumer a letter saying, chuck all the vote on the recon. That letter was signed by 12 House Democrats, part of 100 plus House Democrats, who recently wrote the president a letter saying, we're going to be putting monthly forced stimulus checks in the forced stimulus recon. Wow. Can we top that? Yes. As 7 members of the House Ways and Means Committee, the one we just went over, yep, they recently wrote the president a letter saying we're going to be putting monthly forced stimulus checks in the forced stimulus recon. Now, that is where you need to push Purple Power, because they're saying they're going to be giving you forced stimulus checks and a fifth, of course. So you need to push. We also have the House bill, $1,000 a month after the first month. We also have AOC and Omar promising a $2,000 monthly stimulus check. And we have Warren, Sanders, and Wyden talking about a monthly stimulus check. So push Purple Power across the board. And can we top that? Yes, as Biden did it. 8 weeks ago, he took something that was going to be in the recon out and put it somewhere else and passed it. It's the global minimum corporate tax rate, and you don't need to know about it. All you need to know is now the recon is easier to pass substantively. Why? Because this thing is not in there. Making it easier. Write the recon substantive, call a vote, pass it, and done deal. Can we top that? Yes. As we go into the final 15 minutes of this video, we go over the incredible breaking news. As Bernie Sanders is praised by Chuck Schumer on this historic passage of the recon $3.5 trillion package procedurally on Tuesday. He talks about it, Bernie Sanders talks about it, and even Mitch McConnell praises Bernie Sanders' achievement. We go over those checks and why these checks are transformative in the words of Bernie Sanders. A historic payment that you've never seen of an entire generation. We'll go over what these checks are and how they land for you. Then we'll go over fist stimulus as well, and then the president's message to the American people. That and more, but first here's a personal message. If you have picked up the phone in the last year as a viewer of this channel, as a subscriber, member, Purple Hawk, and called and gotten one item from this channel, whether it's rent, utilities, or SNAP, you are ready to pounce under forced stimulus. Because forced stimulus will involve generally picking up the phone and calling. So if you haven't done it, I want you to do it today. Get one of these items that I've covered in this video. City Hall, City Housing Authority. County Hall, County Housing Authority. State Hall, State Housing Authority. Keywords rent assistance, mortgage assistance, or utility assistance because of COVID. And then if you haven't been able to get the other sums of money, then reach out to the volunteers. Where are they? They're on the community page. It's in the description of this video. Open the description and it sends you to news.lalate.com/community. The community page is also listed in every LALATE alert you receive from the LALATE alert system from this channel. Here's a little bit about the community page. I'll be back with you in 60 seconds with a huge breaking news in the final 15 of this big Mornings LA broadcast live from Santa Monica. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues right now on a big Mornings LALATE as done deal. $3.5 trillion of checks are confirmed, signed, sealed, and delivered under the fourth stimulus recon passed on Tuesday. So what's next as they go into recon substantive? I'll go over all the incredible details in the final 15 minutes of this video. Then we cut to the exciting details of Bernie Sanders being praised and speaking out about the incredible achievement and historic passage of $3.5 trillion stimulus package, all for the American citizens and nothing for the U.S. corporations. Nothing we've ever seen in the history of this channel, the biggest payout, and what Bernie calls transformative. Then we cut to fifth stimulus, which raises your benefits up. We'll go over all the incredible news and why Purple Hawks are getting in bigger sums of money under these packages than anyone else, because you're ready to pounce. Meantime, if you've not signed up for the incredible LALATE alerts, they are totally free. Go to news.la.com and sign up for the alerts. More about that in the final 15 minutes of this video. But first, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video to 30,000 likes and consider becoming a member. Stay informed, stay focused, and with that, we go into the exciting details of what the president and the Democrats have set up in what is now this stimulus. This stimulus starts within just a few days, and it raises up your benefits if you are on SSI and SSDI. This is really, really wonderful. This stimulus is the fixing of the SSI, SSDI system. It starts in drafting in September, then goes to potentially to a vote in November. Hits potentially your bank account in November across the board. How does it work? Step one, raise your benefit limits up. Step two, remove an asset limit. Then apply an inflationary benchmark. Remove the marriage penalty and remove the income exclusion. And with that, let's go over all the details, starting with who is this for? You, if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, SSA, or multiple beneficiaries. Step one is they're going to raise your benefits up